Hey, Shelly here with We Can Make That. And today I wanted to jump on and quickly share some of the finer points with the planners. So I haven't been on here yet, and we are getting down to the last box. So next week, if you haven't been on the blog, or if you're not on our emails, you should be. But next month, I am going to Pinners Conference. I'm so excited. I'm going to have a booth. We're going to be talking about social media, and then I'm also going to be doing a session on SVGs. So if you're a crafter, a DIYer, a business crafter, you're going to want to come to both, and then stop by and see me at the booth. If you haven't gotten a ticket, I'm going to be at the one in Scottsdale, Arizona, November 11th and the 12th. So I hope to see you there. And if you are in the area and you want to come attend, there's still plenty of DIYs you can register for. Tons of shopping booths. I think there's 250 of them, somewhere 250 booths. And there is coupons on my website. So when you go to wecanmakethat.me, there's a little graphic on the top that has the Pinners Conference logo. And if you're not familiar with it, that wasn't why I jumped on here, but let's talk about it. If you're not familiar with it, it is like your Pinterest boards came to life. And there's DIYs, there's shopping, it's amazing. So 2 full days. So you're gonna have a lot of fun. And again, there's coupons on the website so you could grab those. But if you are a business crafter, a DIYer, and you're selling wreaths and tumblers or products, services, I wanted to share the planner with you. So this is mine. I have to put a little sticker on it so I remember and don't accidentally send it out to somebody. But because I am taking so many of the planners, there is only about a quarter of them left in my office. So with shipping being a hot mess this holiday season already, I suggest you get them early. So I wanted to jump on and just share. There's not a lot new because if it's not broken, don't fix it. So if you're familiar with the planner before, you've got the full monthly view. Let me show you a little preview of it. So this is what the planner looks like. It's got the monthly view you can see right here. And then underneath the dates, there are a couple little sections for business owners. So this first one is your stats. And this, I always tell people that you don't know where you've been, or if you don't know where you're going, it's not going to be a very effective trip for you. So if you, crazy hair going on here. So if you can map it out and make a better plan, you're going to understand with less overwhelm what you have to do every day, but then your customers are going to be with you on this journey and understand where you're taking them and why you're taking them there. So yes, the Pinners, good afternoon, Jerry, the Pinners Conference. I cannot wait. I have never been, came across this opportunity to come and present and attend. It's going to be amazing. So if you're in the area, Jerry, you should come and attend with us. Okay, so that's the stats will help you track, and it's not the vanity numbers. You don't want to be thinking about, how many more likes did I get, but what's the engagement equaling to your sales? So, and this is not something that you're going to do for 28 days. Go back and look at your stats. It's going to take you some time. But if you have a way to keep track of it, it's going to be a lot more effective for you. And then up here, this is where I don't put, sometimes I'll put like vacation, like on this month, I did put the Pinners Conference. So I make sure I have all my stuff done before I go for like the November one. And if I'm going to be planning, this is the 2020 planner, but if you're going to be planning your Black Friday specials, you probably want to have some sort of flow as to what you're putting on your website, what you're putting on your blog, what you're uploading to your Etsy store, and those kind of things along the way, so that you make sure when you get to that big sale or big event, whatever it is, that you've made a clear path for your customers. So again, you're going to be doing reels, all about video right now on our social media. So you're going to be putting all that together on this full view. I love it because I can see it all at once, and then I know what I have to do. And then I take We Can Make That with our SVGs. We try to have a new one every single Wednesday. We try to do a new blog post every Thursday. And then we try to do something fun on Fridays. So if you're on our email list again, you'll get those, and it's usually a free SVG or, buy one, get one or something like that. So this is how I look at it all at once, so that I understand if I'm going to do an SVG here, and then the blog post here, and then a live about it here, whatever it might be. I can look at it all together. And then what I'll do is I'll flip to the weekly, and I will make sure to put those things in my schedule. And these are the things that are going to help you move your business. And if you follow the steps in the book, in the planner, and then on this side, you get a full Saturday and Sunday, which doesn't happen very often. Some of the planners like to combine those. So it's a little bit, here's the view of it opened. And a lot of times as a weekend warrior, if this is your part-time job or whatever it is, or your side hustle, you're going to need those as your full work week. So we kept them a full day, and it goes from 6 a.m. to 8 p.m. And then this is your marketing, your business panel, I always call it. So the first one is a weekly goal, and then we talk about your live schedules, email campaigns, marketing, and then you've got some room for just some notes over here. So what I do is when I am done with those, the monthly view, I will come in and write on the bottom what what blog post is going up, what SVG is going up. And then I know with this top view, let's see if we can get that to come in focus. So it's Facebook, Instagram, and then Pinterest, and then there's a blank one, which I usually do with YouTube right now, but you might be on TikTok or Snapchat or whatever the new thing is right now. And I actually do my scheduling on these platforms, a few weeks out. So this is where I come back and I check off reels. So I know there's an SVG coming up on this day, and it's the boho snowflake rainbow, which is coming up next month, and it's adorable. I know that I'm going to be talking about it in my reels this week. So this is how I tie it all together. And I tell you what, when you're consistent and you show up, I was just watching somebody on Instagram yesterday, and they said the best way, how do you find the best time to post? Is it 6 a.m., 7 a.m., 12 p.m.? No, it's the same time every day, because we are scheduling and creating that content for their algorithms. And then the content that it actually is for our business. So it has to come together. Otherwise, you're not going to end up with the results that you want. Yes, flying south would be great, wouldn't it, in Ohio? It does sound really fun. And I'm in North Dakota, so it is, I think it was a balmy like 59 degrees here yesterday. So I cannot wait to go to Arizona. Anyway, so that is the planner. I just wanted to jump on and make sure everybody knew that we're running down. So it is like your business Bible, your business notebook. It is a marketing planner for entrepreneurs. So this is for the small business owner. And I have people who are realtors, they're wreath makers, they're tumbler makers, they're shirt, graphic tee makers. I just was on a podcast yesterday with Michelle from Bride Path, where we were talking about when she was building up her Facebook page to connect with brides, she started to use the very first version and ended up 100 timesing her Facebook engagement because she did the prompts that were in the planner, and it brings you along that path. And then last year, I wanted to double my website traffic. So I I used about 60 to 70%, I think it was, of the planner's prompts and all the things that, that you're supposed to be doing, but it just was so much was going on last year. So it was kind of hard to get in there. And I ended up 6 timesing my website traffic just by staying true to the prompts that were built in. So this is made by a creative business owner for a creative business owner. And as I'm shooting this video, it is October 28th. And this is, just last week, I celebrated 25 years as an entrepreneur. So I'm not new to the game. I am new to the overwhelm that came with being an online business owner along with an in-person business owner. And this really helps mesh them all together for me. So I can do some time blocking, and I can do some scheduling and working ahead, because when you sit down, when you get the planner, you get an email that walks you through some of the steps on how to use it. But when I first started to jump into the online space, and then I had the graphic design and marketing that I was doing in my studio here for the local clients, it was really hard to keep them all straight. And how do you know what I should be posting? Did I already post today? What am I going to post next? And I tell you what, it didn't take long before I realized I needed a new system. And that's how the planner was born. And I tell you what, it sure removes a lot of the overwhelm, because I sit down once a month. I come up with the 4 or 5, depending on how I'm feeling, SVGs, depending on the month, maybe 5 or 6. And then I come up with the blog posts that coordinate with the SVGs, because so much has a creative, just a crafter. You have all this overwhelm when you go to Pinterest and you're like, I need to make a sign, or I want to make a Halloween decor for our house, because it's almost Halloween right now as we're talking. And you think, okay, there's 50 bilzillion SVGs that are adorable out there, and you download some and you buy some and you're playing with some, and then you end up not doing anything with them because there's that creative block where there's just too many options. So I like to take the SVGs and step into, how do you use them? What do you do with them? What kind of projects could you make with them? So those are the DIYs that you're going to find on our website. And when I sit down and go, I have to do a blog post today, and then I have to try to come up with it with, it's not like I don't have stuff to make any DIYs in here, but it's overwhelming, even for me as somebody who's doing this for a job. So what do? I sit down once a month for about 45 minutes. I plan everything out with it. And I tell you what, it removes so much overwhelm. It's so much more efficient for the people who are on the other side viewing what we're doing and getting the emails and getting the Facebook posts and that kind of thing, and finding us on Google. So it puts us in a place where we can be organized and still be in all the places. So we can show up consistently. We can show up when you're supposed to show up. And that's the whole base behind the small business planner. So this year I put my business planner on the front. So when you're out and you're carrying it and you're waiting in line to get your coffee, because that's your satellite office, I like to call those, people are going to ask you about your business. So it just became a marketing tool for you as well. So, okay, well, if you haven't gotten it yet and you've been using it or you want to try it, now is the time to do it. You're going to want to jump over to the website, which is listed right here. wecanmakethat.me/planner. There's a little bit more close-ups. There's a video you can watch that will zoom into the planner. Like the planner, so you can see what the prompts are, and a couple of other spots in there so that you can really see what you're getting. And then I encourage you to give it a try and then commit to sitting down and working through it. It's going to make a huge difference in your business. And I love getting those emails or those text messages and DMs on Instagram about how it's changed their business. And somebody bought one a couple weeks ago, and she texted me within 6 days. She said, I have never been this productive during a week as I have been now. So I love that all put together and how it all comes into play. All right, so I just wanted to jump on and let you guys know about the planner. So I hope to see you over in the free planner group too. Thanks.